In today's world, more and more of us are working remotely. This flexibility comes with a new set of challenges, particularly when it comes to cybersecurity. This course will guide you through the ever evolving world of cybersecurity with a specific focus on keeping your data safe while working from anywhere. Imagine your laptop and online accounts as a repository with valuable information. Cybersecurity is the intricate lock system that safeguards these digital riches. It's the practice of protecting systems, networks, and programs from digital attacks. Cyber attacks can come in many forms, but the goals of attackers are often quite clear. They might want to access your confidential files, tamper with important data, trick you into paying them, or even shut down entire systems. Effective cybersecurity is crucial for everyone. Individuals need to protect their personal information. Business rely on secure systems to conduct operations, and governments safeguard sensitive data that affects national security. Like a real castle, your digital security relies on multiple layers of defense. Firewalls act as the first line, antivirus software scours for threats within, encryption scrambles your data, and multi factor authentication adds an extra layer of verification. Understanding these essential tools is the first step towards building a robust cybersecurity posture. While remote work offers flexibility, it also expands your digital footprint beyond the office walls. This increased reliance on personal devices and networks creates new entry points for cyber threats. We will explore why cybersecurity is even more crucial for remote workers and the key reasons why cybersecurity matters in a remote work environment. Remote workers rely on personal devices and networks that may not have the same level of security as a corporate office. This increased online activity exposes them to more cyber threats. Additionally, the blurred lines between personal and professional use create new vulnerabilities. Cybersecurity is critical for remote work because it safeguards sensitive data, prevents financial losses, protects personal information, maintains productivity, and ensures compliance with data security regulations. Understanding the common types of cyber threats is the first step towards protecting yourself and your organization. Cyber threats come in various forms, and knowing what to look out for can help you stay vigilant. One of the most prevalent cyber threats is phishing attacks. These involve tricking individuals into providing sensitive information such as login credentials or credit card numbers. Phishing attacks often come in the form of deceptive emails, messages, or websites that appear legitimate. Malware or malicious software includes viruses, worms, trojans, ransomware, and spyware. These programs are designed to infiltrate and damage or disrupt systems. Ransomware, for example, encrypts a victim's files and demands payment for the decryption key. Social engineering involves manipulating individuals into divulging confidential information. Social engineering attacks exploit human psychology rather than technical vulnerabilities, making them particularly dangerous. Common tactics include pretexting, baiting, and impersonation. In man in the middle attacks, the attacker intercepts communication between two parties to steal data or inject malicious content. This can happen on unsecured Wi Fi networks where attackers can eavesdrop on the data being transmitted. Denial of service attacks aim to overwhelm systems, networks, or websites with a flood of traffic, rendering them unusable. This influx of requests prevents legitimate users from accessing the targeted resource. DOS attacks can be disruptive and costly, causing downtime and hindering productivity. Insider threats pose a unique challenge as they originate from within an organization. These threats can be malicious, involving disgruntled employees stealing data, or accidental, such as an employee inadvertently leaking sensitive information. Implementing robust security protocols and fostering a culture of cybersecurity awareness can help mitigate insider threats. In password attacks, attackers use various methods to obtain passwords, including brute force attacks where they try multiple combinations until they find the correct one, and credential stuffing where they use stolen credentials from one service to access other accounts. Advanced persistent threats are prolonged and targeted cyber attacks where an intruder gains access to a network and remains undetected for an extended period. These attacks are often highly sophisticated and carried out by well funded and skilled adversaries. By understanding these common cyber threats, you can better prepare yourself to recognize and respond to them. When you work from home, your home network becomes the lifeline for your professional activities. Unlike the heavily secured corporate networks, home networks are often more vulnerable to cyber attacks. Imagine your home network as a house. You wouldn't leave your front door unlocked, right? The same logic applies to your Wi Fi network. In 2020, many employees shifted to remote work due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Cybercriminals quickly adapted, exploiting poorly secured home networks. One notable incident involved a remote worker who had not changed the default password on their router. Hackers breached the network, installed malware on their work laptop, and accessed sensitive company data. Here are some essential practices to safeguard your home Wi Fi network. Don't leave your router exposed with the default password. Always create a strong, unique password that is difficult to crack. Outdated firmware can introduce security weaknesses. Make sure to keep your router's firmware updated to benefit from the latest security patches and performance enhancements. Network encryption is paramount for securing your Wi Fi network, especially when working remotely and handling sensitive business data. WPA3 offers the most advanced encryption for Wi Fi networks, providing the most effective defense against cyber attacks. WPA3 is the latest generation of Wi Fi security, succeeding WPA2, which has been the industry standard for over a decade. Although WPA2 is still prevalent and offers a reasonable degree of security, WPA3 introduces several enhancements that significantly strengthen its security posture against attacks. WPA3 offers several key features that make it more secure than WPA2. WPA3 uses 192-bit encryption, which is significantly more secure than the 128-bit encryption used by WPA2. This means that it is much more difficult for attackers to eavesdrop on your Wi Fi traffic to tamper with your data. Brute force attack is a trial and error method of guessing a password. Attackers use software to try different combinations of letters, numbers, and symbols until they guess the correct password. WPA2 does not have any built in protections against brute force attacks. WPA3 makes it more difficult for attackers to carry out brute force attacks by limiting the number of guesses an attacker can make and locking out the attacker after a certain number of failed attempts. This makes it much more time consuming and difficult for attackers to crack your Wi Fi password. WPA3 includes a feature called Wi Fi Easy Connect, which simplifies the process of connecting Internet of Things devices to your network securely. This is especially important as the number of smart devices in homes continues to increase. WPA3 ensures that even if an attacker captures data from your network, they won't be able to decrypt it if they later discover your password. This is because WPA3 uses forward secrecy, which generates a unique encryption for each session. Free Wi Fi at a coffee shop might seem like a great way to stay connected, but for your online security, it's more like a trap. Public Wi Fi networks are often unsecured, making your data vulnerable to anyone lurking on the network. Hackers can easily intercept your information as it travels through the air, stealing passwords, credit card details, or even sensitive work documents. Consider the case of a sales executive who was working on a presentation at an airport lounge. Connecting to the public Wi Fi, they unknowingly fell victim to a man in the middle attack. The hacker intercepted their communication, gaining access to the company's sales strategy and client information. Here are some key practices to safeguard yourself when using public Wi Fi. By default, many devices are configured to automatically connect to any available Wi Fi network. To prevent accidental connection to unsecured public Wi Fi, disable this feature on your devices. If you can avoid using public Wi Fi altogether, especially for tasks involving sensitive information like online banking or work documents, that's the safest approach. Opt for using your mobile data network or wait until you have access to a secure private network. A virtual private network or VPN encrypts your internet traffic, creating a secure tunnel between your device and the VPN server. This encryption makes it virtually impossible for hackers to intercept your data, even when using an unsecured public Wi Fi network. While VPNs offer a layer of security, it's important to choose a reputable VPN provider with a strong security track record. While using your personal laptop for work might seem convenient, it can expose sensitive company data to potential risks. Just as you wouldn't share your house keys with a stranger, using a personal device for work could unintentionally grant access to your company's digital assets. There are inherent risks associated with using personal devices for work. Personal devices might not be equipped with the same robust security software and protocols that company issued devices have. This can leave them more vulnerable to cyber attacks such as malware infection. A single click on a malicious attachment from a phishing email on your personal device can have serious consequences. Once your device connects to the company's VPN, the malware can infiltrate the entire network, compromising sensitive data. Here are some key practices to mitigate the risks associated with using personal devices for work. If your company provides laptops or other devices specifically for work, take advantage of the additional security features and built in protection they offer. These devices are likely pre configured with robust security software and protocols, reducing the risk of security breaches. Maintaining a clear separation between your personal and work activities helps minimize the risk of introducing security vulnerabilities. Avoid using personal devices for work tasks and vice versa. Consider using a separate device for work altogether if possible. If you must use a personal device for work, ensure it has comprehensive antivirus and anti malware software installed. These programs can play a vital role in detecting and preventing malware infections, safeguarding your device and potentially the company network if you connect through a VPN. Keeping your operating system, security software, and applications up to date is critical. Software updates often include patches that address security vulnerabilities that hackers can exploit. Regularly updating your software is a crucial line of defense against cyber threats. Artificial intelligence has transformed many industries, but it has also brought about new and sophisticated cyber threats. Malicious actors are increasingly leveraging AI to launch attacks that are difficult to detect. Traditionally, cyber attacks were time consuming and involved manual effort. AI automates tasks, allowing attackers to launch large scale campaigns and personalize phishing emails at an unprecedented speed. These AI powered attacks can mimic legitimate communication, making them more convincing and difficult to detect for traditional security measures. This 2019 attack on a UK energy firm exemplifies the dangers of AI driven phishing. Hackers used AI to impersonate the CEO's voice, instructing an employee to transfer a large sum of money. The employee, convinced by the realistic voice, complied with the request, resulting in significant financial loss for the company. This case highlights how AI can be used to bypass traditional security measures and target human vulnerabilities. Here are some crucial steps you can take to protect yourself from AI driven attacks. First, be skeptical of all emails, even those that appear personalized or urgent. Don't click on suspicious links or attachments, and always verify any unusual requests for sensitive information or financial transactions, regardless of who they seem to come from. Even if the email appears to be from a senior executive, it's important to confirm its legitimacy through a separate channel. Multi factor authentication is the critical security measure that adds an extra layer of protection to your accounts. When enabled, MFA requires a second verification code in addition to your password to access your data. This makes it much more difficult for attackers to gain unauthorized access, even if they obtain your password through phishing or other means. The cybersecurity landscape is constantly evolving. To stay ahead of the curve, it is crucial to keep yourself informed about the latest trends and threats, including AI driven attacks. By staying vigilant and taking appropriate security measures, you can significantly reduce your risk of falling victim to these sophisticated attacks. Welcome to the fortress of your digital world, your home network. In this lecture, we'll arm you with the tools and knowledge to fortify your home Wi Fi, transforming it from vulnerable to virtually impenetrable. The shift to remote work during the COVID-19 pandemic highlighted the importance of cybersecurity for home networks. In 2020, there was a significant rise in cyber attacks targeting poorly secured home networks. Hackers were able to exploit vulnerabilities in unsecured home routers to gain access to sensitive company data. This real world example emphasizes the critical role a secure home network plays in protecting your data and privacy while working remotely. Many routers provided by internet service providers might be outdated and lack the latest security features. Invest in a router that supports the latest Wi Fi protected access or WPA3 encryption standard. WPA3 offers significantly stronger encryption compared to its predecessor WPA2, making it much harder for hackers to crack your network password and steal your data. Are you using those username and password combos printed on the router sticker? Hackers know them too. Create a strong, unique password for your router login combining letters, numbers, and symbols. Consider using a password manager to securely store and manage passwords. Just like your phone gets updates, so should your router. These updates patch vulnerabilities that hackers can exploit. Many modern routers have built in mechanisms to automatically check for and install updates. Check your router settings or manufacturer's website for instructions on updating firmware. A properly configured router and modem form the backbone of a secure home network. This lecture will provide a step by step guide on essential router and modem configurations to strengthen your network security posture and protect your data from unauthorized access. By following these simple steps, you can create a safe and secure environment for remote work and personal use. Encryption is a critical security measure that protects your data while traveling over Wi Fi networks. It works by scrambling your data into an unreadable format before it is transmitted through the airwaves. This makes it virtually impossible for anyone eavesdropping on your network to decipher your data, such as passwords, emails, or work documents. Most routers come equipped with Wi Fi protected access encryption, which is a strong encryption standard. To ensure the safety of your data, make sure WPA2 encryption is enabled on your router settings. Having friends over? Don't give them access to your main network where all your work files are stored. First, Check if your router supports it, then create a separate guest network with a different password. This way, visitors can browse the internet without jeopardizing your sensitive data. Most routers come equipped with a built in firewall, which acts as a security barrier that monitors and filters incoming and outgoing network traffic. The firewall allows legitimate traffic such as web browsing or video streaming to pass through, while blocking unauthorized attempts to access your network. Configuring your firewall settings appropriately is crucial for maintaining a secure network. While the specific steps for firewall configuration may vary depending on your router model, you generally want to allow established connections and block any suspicious incoming traffic. Consult your router's manual or manufacturer's website for detailed instructions on configuring your firewall setting. In today's digital world, protecting our online privacy and security is more important than ever. Especially when using public Wi Fi networks, our data can be vulnerable to interception. Virtual private networks or VPNs offer a powerful solution to this problem. A VPN acts like a secure tunnel between your device and the internet. When you connect to a VPN, all your data traffic is encrypted before it travels over the public Wi Fi network. This encryption scrambles the data, making it unreadable to anyone who might try to intercept it. Even if someone manages to capture your data, they won't be able to decipher it without the encryption key, which only the VPN server possesses. VPNs offer several key benefits that enhance your online security. As mentioned earlier, VPNs encrypt your data, making it unreadable to anyone who might try to steal it on a public Wi Fi network. This includes hackers, snoopers, and even your internet service providers. A VPN creates a secure tunnel between your device and the VPN server. This tunnel prevents others on the same public Wi Fi network from seeing what you're doing online. This includes your browsing activities, login credentials, and any sensitive information you might be transmitting. VPNs can also mask your IP address, which is a unique identifier assigned to your device. By masking your IP address, it appears as though you are browsing the internet from a different location. This adds an extra layer of privacy and anonymity, which can be beneficial when accessing sensitive information remotely, such as for work purposes. There are many VPN service providers available, both free and paid. Here are a few of the top choices known for their strong encryption and user friendly interfaces. NordVPN. This provider offers a variety of features, including strong encryption protocols, a no logs policy, and a wide range of servers in different locations. ExpressVPN is known for its speed and reliability. It also offers strong encryption, a no logs policy, and a user friendly interface. Cisco AnyConnect. This VPN solution is a popular choice for businesses due to its security features and manageability. With so many VPN services on the market, it can be overwhelming to choose the right one. Here are some key factors to consider when making your decision. Make sure the VPN services use strong encryption protocols like OpenVPN or IKEv2. These protocols ensure your data is encrypted to the highest standard. A no logs policy guarantees that the VPN provider does not keep any logs of your online activity. This protects your privacy and ensures your data is not being sold to third parties. The VPN provider's server network plays a significant role in your connection speed. Choose a VPN with a wide range of servers in different locations. This allows you to connect to a server closest to your physical location, which will generally provide the fastest connection speeds. In today's digital world, our online accounts hold a treasure of personal information from emails and documents to financial data and even private messages. Protecting this information requires strong defenses, and the first line of defense is a robust password. Just like a knight guiding a castle gate,
A strong password acts as a guardian against unauthorized access. Imagine using a flimsy key made of paper to lock your front door. That's essentially what weak passwords like password 123 are like in the digital world. Hackers have sophisticated tools at their disposal that can crack these simple passwords in seconds. The danger doesn't stop there. Many people reuse the same password for multiple accounts. This is like having one key for every door in your castle. If a hacker discovers your password for one account, they can potentially gain access to all your other accounts, wreaking havoc on your online security. Now that we have established the dangers of weak passwords, let's delve into the art of crafting strong ones. The first principle is length. Passwords with at least 12 characters are significantly more difficult to crack than shorter ones. Complexity is equally important. Don't settle for passwords that only use lowercase letters. Instead, incorporate a combination of uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. This creates a more robust password that resists brute force attacks. Finally, the golden rule of passwords: uniqueness. Remembering multiple passwords can be a daunting task. That's where password managers come in, acting as your digital squire, faithfully managing your passwords. These secure applications store your passwords and can even generate strong, unique passwords for each of your accounts. This eliminates the need to remember countless complex combinations, freeing you from the burden of password management. Some password managers even offer additional features like secure password sharing, allowing you to share passwords with trusted individuals without compromising security. The importance of unique password cannot be overstated. In 2012, a major data breach at LinkedIn exposed millions of user passwords. The alarming part? Many users had reused these passwords across multiple platforms. Here are some of the most trusted password managers available today. LatPass, a well known option offering a free tier with basic features and premium plans with additional functionalities like secure password sharing. Dashlane, another popular choice known for its user friendly interface and strong security features. It also offers a free tier with limited storage and premium plans for expanded features. One Password, a favorite among security conscious users, One Password boasts robust security features and a focus on user privacy. It offers a free trial and various subscription plans. Bitwarden, an open source password manager gaining traction for its transparent approach and strong security features. It offers a free tier with basic functionalities and premium plans for additional options. Choosing the right password manager depends on your individual needs and preferences. Do your research and select a tool that offers the features and security level you require. Imagine a grand medieval castle. The main gate is secured by a sturdy door, but for maximum protection, there's an additional layer of defense: a massive portcullis. This portcullis acts as a powerful barrier even if an attacker breaches the outer gate. In the digital world, multi factor authentication plays a similar role. Even if a hacker cracks your password, which is the first line of defense, they'll still be thwarted by MFA, which requires a second verification code for access. Let us see how MFA bolsters the security of your online accounts. No password is foolproof. Hackers can use various techniques to steal passwords. MFA acts as a safety net preventing unauthorized access even if your password is compromised. MFA offers an extra layer of security, giving you peace of mind knowing your sensitive accounts are protected by an additional verification step. As online security threats evolve, MFA is becoming a standard security feature for many online platforms, including banking institutions, social media accounts, and email providers. MFA works through a two step verification process. first step is to enter your username and password on the login page just like you normally would. After entering your credentials, an additional verification code is required to complete the login process. This code can be delivered in various ways depending on the chosen MFA method.
There are several ways to implement MFA, each offering its own advantages. Authenticator apps are software applications like Google Authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator, or Authy that generate unique time based codes on your smartphone. These codes are typically valid for a short period, adding an extra layer of security.
Security keys are physical devices like UB keys that connect to your computer via USB. When prompted during login, you physically touch the security key, which transmits a secure signal to the computer, verifying your identity. Fingerprint scanners and facial recognition are becoming more prevalent as MFA options, offering a convenient and secure way to verify your identity using your unique biological characteristics. Enable MFA wherever possible to safeguard your online accounts and reduce the risk of cyber attacks. In the ongoing battle against cybercrime, one of your most powerful weapons is keeping your software and systems up to date. These updates often contain critical security patches that fix vulnerabilities hackers can exploit to gain access to your devices and data. By ensuring your software and systems are regularly updated, you significantly reduce the risk of falling victim to a cyber attack. There are several compelling reasons to keep your software and systems updated. Software developers constantly discover and address security vulnerabilities in their products. These vulnerabilities are like cracks in your digital armor, and hackers are constantly looking to exploit them. Updates, often delivered as security patches, fix these vulnerabilities, effectively plugging the holes in your digital defenses. Software updates often introduce new features and functionalities. These updates can enhance your user experience and provide access to new capabilities. System updates can improve the overall stability and performance of your devices. Updates can fix bugs, resolve compatibility issues, and streamline system operations. Here are some best practices to ensure that your software and systems are always up to date. Whenever possible, enable automatic updates for your devices and software applications. This is the most convenient and reliable way to stay current on the latest security patches and bug fixes. If a system doesn't support automatic updates, be sure to check for updates manually on a regular basis. You can typically find update options within the program settings. To avoid missing critical updates, consider scheduling regular checks, perhaps weekly or bi weekly. In 2017, a massive ransomware attack known as WannaCry crippled computer systems around the world. This attack exploited a vulnerability in older versions of the Microsoft Windows operating system. Microsoft had released a patch for this vulnerability months before the attack, but many organizations had not yet applied the update. This oversight left their systems exposed, resulting in significant disruption and financial losses. The WannaCry attack serves as a stark reminder of the importance of timely software and system updates. Phishing is one of the most prevalent cyber threats. It deceives individuals into revealing sensitive information by disguising malicious messages as legitimate communications. Phishing emails and messages can appear very convincing, but by understanding the red flags and common tactics, you can significantly reduce your risk of falling victims to these scams. Phishing messages often impersonate trustworthy senders like your bank, employer, or even a colleague. These emails typically create a sense of urgency or fear, pressuring you to take immediate action such as clicking a link, downloading an attachment, or disclosing personal information. Here are some key red flags to watch out for in phishing emails. Legitimate companies usually address you by name. If an email greets you generically as dear user or dear customer, proceed with caution. Phishing emails often come from addresses that closely resemble legitimate ones. Be wary of email addresses with misspelled company names or additional characters. Phishing messages frequently create a sense of urgency or fear, pressuring you to take immediate action, such as clicking a link or downloading an attachment. Don't be pressurized into acting hastily.
Imagine you receive an email from a trusted source. The subject line reads, "Your password will expire in 24 hours." It includes a link urging you to click and update your password immediately.
This is a classic example of phishing. The urgent language creates a sense of panic, making you more likely to act without caution. Now, picture this. You receive a text message from what appears to be a well known online retailer. This message states, "Congratulations, you have won a $500 gift card. Claim it now." It includes a link urging you to click and enter your personal information to receive your prize. This is another classic example of phishing. The enticing offer creates excitement, making you more likely to overlook the red flags and provide your sensitive details. Let us now look at a real world example. In 2019, a phishing attack targeted a large corporation's employees. The email appeared to be from the IT department asking employees to reset their passwords due to a security breach. The email contained a link to a fake website that captured the employee's login credentials, resulting in a significant data breach. By following these best practices, you can significantly reduce your risk of falling victim to phishing scams. Most email clients offer spam filters and phishing protection. Enable these features to automatically block malicious emails from reaching your inbox. Before clicking a link, hover your mouse over it to see the actual URL displayed in the tooltip. Look for discrepancies or unusual domain names. If you're unsure about an email's legitimacy, contact the sender directly through a trusted channel like a verified phone number to confirm the email's validity. Phishing emails often rely on urgency to cloud your judgment. Always take a moment to scrutinize the sender's email address and the message content before clicking on any links or attachments. If you encounter a suspicious email, report it to your IT department or use the phishing reporting feature in your email client. By reporting these emails, you can help protect yourself. While remote work offers flexibility, it introduces new security challenges. Let's explore some vulnerabilities commonly found in home networks that remote workers should address. In the Wild West, cowboys had to be wary of cattle rustlers who would use trickery and deceit to steal their livestock. In the digital world, we face similar threat: social engineering. Social engineering is a cybercrime tactic that manipulates people into giving up confidential information or performing actions that compromise security. Unlike technical attacks that target software weaknesses, social engineering exploits human vulnerabilities. Attackers use deception and persuasion to trick their victims into cooperating. Here are three common types of social engineering. Pretexting. In pretexting, the attacker creates a fabricated scenario or pretext to gain the target's trust and extract information. The attacker may pose as a tech support representative, a company executive, or someone else with a seemingly legitimate reason for needing the information. Baiting entices victims with a tempting offer such as a free gift card or a download link to exclusive content. Once the victim takes the bait, they may unknowingly install malware or reveal sensitive information. Impersonation involves the attacker pretending to be someone trustworthy, such as a colleague, a manager, or a customer service representative. The attacker may use email, phone calls, or even social media to gain the victim's confidence and manipulate them into taking a desired action. Let's look at a specific example of pretexting. An attacker calls you claiming to be from a well known tech support company. They inform you that your computer has been infected with a virus and offer to fix the problem remotely. To gain your trust, they may use technical jargon or spoof a caller ID to appear legitimate. The attacker then convinces you to download a remote access tool, giving them complete control of your computer. Once in control, they may steal your personal information or install malware. Baiting works by preying on curiosity or greed. For instance, an attacker might leave a USB drive labeled confidential information in a common area. An unsuspecting employee, curious about the contents, might plug the drive into their computer, unknowingly installing malware that steals company data.
Let us take an example of impersonation. An attacker impersonates a trusted vendor or supplier by sending an email to the accounts payable department. The email instructs the department to update the vendor's banking details for future payments. Believing the request to be genuine, the employee updates the information and the next payment is sent to the attacker's account instead of the legitimate vendor.
By following these best practices, you can significantly reduce your risk of falling victim to social engineering. Always double check the identity of the person requesting sensitive information, particularly if the request seems unusual. Use known contact information to verify requests instead of responding directly to emails or calls. Refrain from sharing personal details on social media or with strangers, as this information can be used by attackers to create a pretext for a social engineering attack. Knowledge is power. Actively participate in security awareness training offered by your organization and seek out additional resources to stay current on the latest social engineering tactics. Remember, attackers continuously develop new techniques, so staying informed is essential for maintaining a strong defense. Implement security measures like email filtering, multi factor authentication, and intrusion detection system to add layers of protection against social engineering attacks. Here are a few well regarded email filtering tools to consider. Known for its robust filtering capabilities, Spam Titan offers protection against spam, phishing, and malware. It uses advanced threat detection techniques to ensure harmful emails are blocked. Mimecast provides comprehensive email security by filtering out threats and offering protection against targeted attacks. It also includes features like data loss prevention and email archiving. Proofpoint is a leading email security solution that offers advanced threat protection, including anti phishing, anti malware, and encryption services. It uses machine learning to identify and block sophisticated threats. Barracuda Email Security Gateway provide email filtering, encryption, and protection against spam and malware. It is easy to deploy and manage, making it a popular choice for many organizations. Microsoft Defender for Office 365 integrates with Office 365 to provide comprehensive email protection, including anti phishing, anti malware, and automated threat investigation and response. Mailwasher is a user friendly option which pre filters your emails before they even reach your inbox, keeping your inbox clean and clutter free. With the right email filtering tool by your side, you can transform your inbox from a chaotic mess to a well organized and secure space. The best tool is the one that fits your specific needs and budget. Do your research and consider trying out free trials before committing to a paid option. Just like a good rancher keeps an eye on their cattle, it's crucial to monitor the effectiveness of your email filters. Many tools offer dashboards and reports that show what's getting blocked and what's slipping through. By reviewing these reports regularly, you can fine tune your filtering settings and ensure your email coral remains secure. A malware is a malicious software designed to harm your computer system. Malware includes viruses, worms, trojans, spyware, and adware. These programs can steal data, damage systems, or provide attackers with unauthorized access. The term malware encompasses a wide range of digital threats. Here are some of the most common culprits. Viruses. These self replicating programs spread like a digital infection, attaching themselves to other files and infecting them as well. Viruses can damage files, steal data, or even render your entire system unusable. Similar to viruses, worms spread quickly through networks, exploiting vulnerabilities to infect other computers. They can consume system resources, slowing down performance. Trojan horses are malicious programs disguising themselves as legitimate software, tricking you into installing them. Once installed, Trojans can steal your data, install other malware, or even give hackers remote control of your computer. Spyware are software that run silently in the background, spying on your online activity and stealing your personal information like passwords or browsing history. Adwares are software that display unwanted advertisements and can sometimes track user activity. Ransomware is a particular type of malware that encrypts your files, holding them hostage until you pay a ransom to decrypt them. Malware attacks are not hypothetical threats, they are real world events with devastating consequences. Here is an example. In 2021, a major ransomware attack crippled the operations of a global meatpacking company, causing millions of dollars in damages. The company was forced to pay a ransom to regain access to their encrypted data. Even with your best defenses, malware can sometimes slip through. Here's what to do if you suspect your computer is infected. Immediately disconnect infected devices from the network to prevent the spread of malware. Run a full scan with your antivirus or anti malware software to identify and remove the malware. Boot into safe mode. Safe mode is a minimal operating system environment that loads only essential programs. Booting into safe mode can help you remove malware that might be hidden in the normal startup process. If ransomware encrypts your files, restore your data from a recent backup. Finally, if you're unable to remove the malware yourself, consider seeking help from a qualified IT professional. It is always better to prevent a malware attack than to deal with the aftermath. Here are some essential methods. Install antivirus and anti malware software. These digital security guards can scan your system, identify malware threats, and prevent infection. Keep them up to date for maximum protection. Regularly update your softwares. Outdated software often contains vulnerabilities that hackers exploit to deliver malware. Regularly update your operating system, web browser, and other software to patch these vulnerabilities. Beware of phishing. Don't click on suspicious links or attachments in emails, especially from unknown senders. Verify the sender's email address and the message's legitimacy before clicking anything. Use strong, unique passwords for all your online accounts. Avoid using the same password for multiple accounts. Additionally, limit administrative privileges on your computer to prevent malware from gaining full control. Enable firewalls. Firewalls act as guardians of your network, monitoring incoming and outgoing traffic, allowing safe connections and blocking suspicious ones. Most operating systems have a built in firewall already turned on, but double checking to ensure it is active adds an important layer of defense. Use email filters. Enable email filters to block suspicious attachments and links that could contain malware. Backup your data. Regularly backup important files to an external drive or cloud storage. In case of a ransomware attack, you can restore your data without paying the ransom. By following these security best practices, you can significantly reduce your risk of falling victim to these digital roots. The way we work has been transformed by video conferencing. It allows for face to face interaction regardless of location, making it a cornerstone of remote work. But with this convenience comes a responsibility: security. Unsecured video conferences can expose sensitive information and compromise privacy. This lecture will equip you with the knowledge to use video conferencing platforms securely, ensuring your remote work remains productive and safe. Video conferencing has become an essential tool for remote teams, but security is paramount. Here's why. Remote meetings often involve confidential discussions from marketing strategies to financial reports. Using a secure video conferencing platform safeguards this sensitive data from unauthorized access by hackers or eavesdroppers. Imagine a critical business meeting being hijacked by a random participant. Security measures like waiting rooms and access controls prevent such disruptions. Hosts can control who enters the meeting, ensuring only invited attendees can participate. Unsecured video conferences can be vulnerable to eavesdropping. Encryption scrambles the meeting data, making it unreadable to anyone who shouldn't see it. This ensures your conversations remain private and confidential. Here are some key best practices to follow to secure your video conferencing and protect your digital space. Select a reputable video conferencing platform that prioritizes security and offers features like end to end encryption. Popular secure platforms include Zoom, which offers robust security settings, and Microsoft Teams, which integrates seamlessly with other Microsoft security tools. Avoid sharing meeting links publicly on social media or unsecured platforms. Instead, use password protected meetings and send invitations directly to participants via secure channels like email or encrypted messaging applications. Utilize features like waiting rooms to screen participants before admitting them to the meeting. This helps prevent unauthorized individuals from joining and ensures only invited attendees can participate. By default, disable screen sharing for all participants except the host to prevent unauthorized content sharing. You can also restrict file transfer capabilities during meetings to minimize the risk of malware transmission. Always keep your video conferencing software up to date with the latest security patches. This ensures you have the most secure version available and protects against known vulnerabilities. By following these best practices, you can significantly enhance the security of your video conferencing sessions. Here are some resources to help you choose a secure video conferencing platform and implement best practices. Many technology review websites offer security assessments of popular video conferencing platforms. These reviews can help you compare features and identify platforms with robust security measures. Most reputable video conferencing platforms provide detailed documentation on their security features and best practices for secure meetings. Familiarize yourself with these resources before using the platform. Several online courses specifically address security considerations in video conferencing. These courses can provide valuable insights for remote workers. In today's collaborative work environment, file sharing is essential. However, sharing files securely is critical to prevent data breaches and ensure sensitive information remains protected. This lecture will equip you with the essential best practices for secure file sharing so you can collaborate with confidence. Securing file sharing platforms is essential for protecting your data. Choose services that prioritize security and offer features like encryption and access controls. Similarly, control file access with permissions. Grant access on a need to know basis. Only share files with people who genuinely need them for work. Utilize permission settings to control who can view, edit, or download files. By setting appropriate permissions, you can ensure that only authorized users have access to your sensitive data. Consider adding an extra layer of defense for highly sensitive files. Encrypt these files with strong encryption algorithms before uploading or sharing them. This scrambles the data and makes it unreadable even if someone gains unauthorized access. Examples of secure file sharing platforms include Dropbox Business, which offers advanced security features like data loss prevention and vaulting, and Google Drive, which integrates well with other Google Workspace security controls. Staying vigilant is crucial in secure file sharing. Regularly review the access logs and audit trails provided by your file sharing platform. These logs track who accessed your files, when, and from where. Look for any unusual activity, such as access attempts from unrecognized devices or locations, or attempts to access files by unauthorized users. By monitoring access and taking immediate action on suspicious activity, you can further safeguard your data. Collaboration is key in today's work environment. Cloud based tools enable seamless teamwork, but information security is critical. This session explores permissions and access controls, the digital gatekeepers of your collaboration tools. Imagine a company working on a new product launch. Confidential marketing materials like product mockups and pricing strategies are stored in the cloud. Without proper access controls, anyone in the company could access these files, potentially leading to leaks or accidental edits. Permissions and access controls are crucial for data security as they restrict access to confidential information, minimizing the risk of leaks or unauthorized modifications. Accountability, which clearly defines who can access and modify data, making it easier to track activity and assign responsibility. And collaboration efficiency as they streamline workflows by granting appropriate access levels for each team member, ensuring everyone has what they need to contribute without unnecessary restrictions. By effectively managing permissions, you can create a secure and collaborative work environment. Think of permissions as hierarchical levels of access. Here's a breakdown of some common types. An owner has full control over the file or folder, including granting or revoking access to others. An editor can view and edit the file or folder. This access is ideal for team members who need to collaborate on documents. Viewers can only view the file or folder and have read only access, which is suitable for those who need to stay informed but don't require editing rights. A commenter can view the file or folder and add comments but cannot edit the content, and it is useful for providing feedback without making direct changes. By assigning the appropriate permission level to each user, you can ensure they have the access they need to be productive while safeguarding sensitive data. Let us look at some common collaboration tools that offer robust permission features. Google Drive allows you to set specific permissions for individual users or groups. You can even restrict access based on email addresses, ensuring only those invited can access the information. Microsoft OneDrive offers similar permission controls to Google Drive, with additional features like setting expiration dates for access links, providing temporary access for external collaborators. Dropbox provides a robust permission system, allowing you to control access at the folder level and even set password protection for shared links, adding an extra layer of security for highly sensitive information. Several collaboration tools offer advanced access controls for enhanced security. Let us take a look at them. View only access with download restrictions. This allows users to view the file content but prevents them from downloading a copy. This helps contain sensitive information within the platform and reduces the risk of someone taking the data offline and potentially sharing it elsewhere. Watermarking. Documents can be embedded with watermarks that display ownership or user information. This discourages unauthorized edits or leaks as the watermark remains visible on unauthorized copies, helping to track down the source of any leaks. Data loss prevention. This advanced feature helps prevent the accidental sharing of sensitive information outside the organization. It can be configured to identify and block attempts to share specific data types, such as credit card numbers or social security numbers, adding an extra layer of protection against inadvertent data breaches. Imagine a pyramid representing a secure foundation for permission management. Here are the key building blocks. Principle of least privilege. Grant users only the minimum permissions necessary to perform their jobs. This minimizes the potential damage caused by accidental or malicious actions. There is no need for everyone to have editing rights if they only need to view information. Regularly review permissions. Don't set permissions and forget them. Conduct periodic audits of users' permission and access rights. Remove outdated permissions for employees who have changed roles or left the organization to reduce the risk of insider threats. Implement multi factor authentication. MFA requires an additional verification step beyond a username and password, such as a code sent to a smartphone. This adds an extra layer of security by making it more difficult for unauthorized users to gain access to sensitive data, even if they obtain a password. And finally, educate users. Even with the best technical controls, user awareness is crucial. Provide training to employees on the importance of secure access practices. Teach them how to recognize phishing attempts and the risks associated with sharing credentials or granting unauthorized access. By educating your users, you can significantly reduce the risk of human error and social engineering attacks. Data breaches are unfortunately a common occurrence. Hackers are always developing new methods to steal or exploit our sensitive information. A recent example of this is a cyber attack on a hospital chain that compromised the medical records of millions of patients. This incident highlights the importance of protecting our sensitive data. There are several key strategies we can use to protect our sensitive information. First, we need to understand what sensitive information we possess. Is it personal data like our social security number or passport information? Or is it confidential work documents containing trade secrets or financial data? Once we identify our sensitive data, we can prioritize its protection. Not all data is created equal. Classifying our sensitive information based on its confidentiality level helps determine the level of security measures needed. For example, financial data might require stricter safeguards than a grocery list. We should also limit access to sensitive information to only those who genuinely need it for their job function. Permission controls within collaboration tools and cloud storage services can be used to restrict unauthorized access. Encryption makes our data unreadable to anyone who doesn't possess the decryption key. It's like a digital safe for our most valuable information. Many cloud storage services offer built in encryption, and tools like VeraCrypt allow you to encrypt specific files or folders on your device. Cloud storage offers convenience, but we should choose our providers wisely. Look for services with a strong track record of security and features like two factor authentication and encryption at rest and in transit.
Data security goes beyond just using the right tools. Here are some additional practices to consider.
Not everything belongs online. We should avoid sharing overly sensitive information on social media or public forums. If you're unsure whether something is safe to share, err on the side of caution and keep it private. Criminals often use phishing emails or messages that appear to be from legitimate sources to trick you into revealing sensitive information. Be wary of emails or messages urging you to click on suspicious links or download attachments. Always verify the sender's identity before responding. Even in the digital age, physical security matters. Keep your devices password protected and don't leave them unattended in public places. For extra protection, consider using full disk encryption on your laptops and mobile devices. Remember, handling sensitive information with care is not just about protecting yourself. It's about safeguarding the privacy of others and the integrity of the information you hold. Imagine you're a spy during World War II, tasked with transmitting vital intelligence to your allies. You wouldn't just shout the message across enemy lines, would you? No, you would use encryption, a secret code, to obscure the message, ensuring only authorized recipients can decipher it. In today's digital world, our data is constantly on the move, traveling across networks, stored in cloud servers, and exchanged through email and messaging apps. Just like that wartime message, our data can be vulnerable to interception by prying eyes. This is where encryption comes in, your digital secret code. Data breaches and unauthorized access are constant threats in our digital world. A recent news story highlighted a cyber attack on a popular video conferencing platform where hackers potentially eavesdropped on sensitive conversations. Encryption safeguards your data by transforming it into an unreadable format like a secret code accessible only to those with the decryption key. There is a range of encryption tools available to protect your data both at rest and in transit. Let us look at some of these techniques. Ever worried about your laptop or computer falling into the wrong hands? Full disk encryption is a powerful security tool that can protect your data in such situations. With full disk encryption, your entire hard drive is encrypted using a special code. This code acts like a secret key, making your data unreadable to anyone who doesn't have it. If your device is lost or stolen, even if someone manages to access the physical drive, they won't be able to access the information on it without the encryption key. The good news is, full disk encryption is often built right into your operating system. For Windows users, this feature is called BitLocker. Mac users have a similar tool called FileVault. There might be slight variations in how to activate them depending on your specific version, but they are generally easy to find in your system settings. By enabling full disk encryption, you are adding a significant layer of security to your device. And remember, it's always a good idea to choose a strong password or passphrase for your encryption key. For specific files or folders containing sensitive information, consider using encryption software like VeraCrypt or NordLocker. VeraCrypt is a free open source tool that lets you encrypt individual files, entire folders, or even your whole hard drive. It's great for advanced users who want granular control over their encryption. NordLocker is a paid service that offers a user friendly interface and automatic syncing across devices. It creates a secure vault in the cloud to store your encrypted files, making it a good option for those who prioritize convenience. When sending sensitive information via email, consider using email encryption services like Proton Mail or Tutanota. These services encrypt your emails end to end, ensuring only the sender and recipient can access the message content. Virtual private networks encrypt your internet traffic, creating secure tunnel between your device and the VPN server. This is particularly useful when using public Wi-Fi networks where your data might be vulnerable to eavesdropping. Some popular VPN services include NordVPN and ExpressVPN, both offering paid subscriptions. Let's explore some real world scenarios where encryption can make a difference. If you're a remote worker handling confidential business documents, encrypting your laptop's hard drive and using VPN when connecting to public Wi Fi helps safeguard sensitive information. Doctors and other healthcare providers who handle patient data electronically can leverage email encryption to ensure the privacy of medical records during communication. Online banking and financial transactions often involve sensitive information. Look for websites that utilize encryption protocols like HTTPS to secure your data during transmission. Encryption is a powerful tool, but it's only effective if used consistently. Here are some tips to make encryption a seamless part of your digital life. Many devices and software programs offer built in encryption options. Take advantage of these features whenever possible. Create a system for identifying and encrypting sensitive data. For example, you might choose to encrypt all work documents by default. Encryption technology is constantly evolving. Keep yourself updated on the latest encryption tools and best practices. Resources like the website of the National Institute of Standards and Technology offer valuable information on data security and encryption. By incorporating encryption into your digital habits, you can significantly enhance the security of your data and communications. Imagine yourself venturing into a foreign country. Unfamiliar customs, different laws. It can be a confusing experience. The world of data privacy regulations can feel much the same way. A complex web of laws governs how personal information is collected, used, and protected. Understanding these regulations is essential, especially in today's data driven world. Data breaches and unauthorized access to personal information are a growing concern. In 2021, a social media giant was fined billions of dollars for privacy violations involving user data. This incident highlights the importance of data privacy regulations in holding organizations accountable for how they handle personal information. Data privacy regulations vary from country to country. Here are two key regulations that have a significant impact globally. The General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR, enforced by the European Union, grants individuals a wide range of rights regarding their personal data. The GDPR requires organizations to obtain clear consent for data collection, provide individuals with access to their data, and offer the right to erasure or being forgotten under certain circumstances. The California Consumer Privacy Act, or CCPA, implemented in California, grants residents similar rights concerning their personal data. Individuals have the right to know what personal information is being collected, used, and sold, and can opt out of the sale of their data. As an individual, these regulations empower you with control over your personal data. Here are some resources to help you understand your rights. The European Commission's GDPR portal provides a wealth of information about the regulation, including your rights as a data subject And the CCPA website of the California Attorney General's Office offers resources and guidance on the CCPA and your rights under the law. These links are accessible in the resource download section.
Let us look at how to respond to a security incident.
By having a plan and taking the right steps, you can minimize damage and get back to work. Remote work introduces unique challenges as you might not have an IT personnel readily available. A clear response plan empowers you to react quickly and effectively in case of a security incident. Here are some key steps to include in your remote worker security incident response plan. The first step is to identify the incident. Is it a suspicious email, a ransomware attack, or something else? Once identified, report the incident to your organization's IT security team or designated point of contact immediately. The faster they are aware, the sooner they can initiate a broader response. The goal is to prevent the incident from escalating. This might involve disconnecting your device from the network to prevent malware from spreading or immediately changing passwords on compromised accounts. However, only take actions you are comfortable with and clearly understand. If your data is compromised, having a backup plan is crucial. Many organizations have cloud based backup solutions that allow for easy data recovery. If you're unsure about your organization's backup procedures, consult your IT team beforehand. Documenting the incident is essential. Take screenshots of suspicious emails, note the time of the incident, and record any steps you take to contain the threat. This information will be invaluable during the investigation and recovery process. Once the incident is resolved, take some time to reflect and learn from the experience. Did you fall victim to a phishing attempt? Was your password weak? Use this as an opportunity to strengthen your cybersecurity practices and prevent similar incidents in the future. Here are some resources that can help remote workers prepare for and respond to security incidents. Familiarize yourself with your organization's security policies, which often outline specific procedures for reporting security incidents. The Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, offers a wealth of resources for remote workers on cybersecurity best practices and incident response. You can find these resources on the CISA website. The National Institute of Standards and Technology Cybersecurity Framework provides a voluntary set of guidelines to help organizations manage cybersecurity risks. While this framework is broader, it can offer valuable insights for remote workers on identifying and responding to incidents. Many organizations recognize the importance of cybersecurity awareness and provide training programs specifically for remote workers. These programs can equip you with the knowledge and skills to identify and respond to security threats. Take advantage of these resources to stay informed and prepared. By being proactive and working together with your organization's IT security team, you can minimize the risk of security incidents and ensure a safe and productive remote work environment. Sometimes the fear of getting into trouble or appearing foolish can lead people to keep security incidents quiet. But remember, silence is not golden in this case. It can have severe consequences. Here are the advantages of reporting an incident promptly. The faster your organization is aware of a security breach, the faster they can take steps to contain the threat and prevent further damage. A security incident that targets you could potentially leave your colleagues vulnerable as well. Reporting the incident helps protect everyone within the organization. By reporting security incidents, you contribute to a larger pool of data that can help the organization identify attack patterns and improve its overall cybersecurity posture. Reports help identify threats and strengthen defenses. As a remote worker, you need your own set of security contacts. Here's your who's who for incident reporting. IT security team. This is your primary point of contact for all security related issues. They have the expertise to investigate incidents, take corrective actions, and offer guidance. Help desk. For less critical incidents or if you're unsure who to contact, the IT help desk can be a good starting point. They can direct you to the appropriate person or team. Information Security Officer. Larger organizations might have a dedicated information security officer who oversees the organization's overall cybersecurity strategy. They can be a valuable resource for guidance on security best practices and incident reporting. Here are some tools and resources that can help you report security incidents effectively. Familiarize yourself with your organization's specific procedures for reporting security incidents. These procedures might outline preferred communication channels like email or phone and the type of information they require during the reporting process. Some organizations utilize online forms to streamline the security incident reporting process. These forms often prompt you for specific details about the incident, making it easier to provide all the necessary information. It is important to remember that reporting a security incident is not about pointing fingers or assigning blame. It's about working together as a team to identify and address security threats. By following established reporting procedures and staying informed, you can play a vital role in keeping your organization's data and systems secure. After all, a secure digital environment benefits everyone. So don't be afraid to sound the alarm. You might just be the hero your organization needs in the fight against cybercrime. The cybersecurity landscape is constantly evolving. New threats emerge daily, and existing attack methods become more sophisticated. To effectively protect themselves and their organizations, remote workers must commit to continuous learning. Here are some key benefits of continuous learning in cybersecurity. It helps us understand the latest attack vectors and mitigation techniques. It promotes knowledge sharing and best practices within the organization. And it also helps us master emerging technologies and tools for enhanced security. To enforce continuous learning, explore cybersecurity blogs, webinars, and online courses offered by reputable providers. Engage with cybersecurity professionals on forums and social media to exchange knowledge and insights. Stay updated on the latest trends and research findings, and obtain relevant certifications to validate your skills and demonstrate your commitment to cybersecurity. By incorporating continuous learning into their routine, remote workers can significantly enhance their ability to protect themselves and their organizations from cyber threats. While IT teams are crucial, individual employees play a pivotal role in maintaining a secure digital environment. By fostering a security conscious culture, remote workers can significantly contribute to protecting organizational assets. A security first culture benefits everyone in the organization, especially remote workers. When everyone is working together to prioritize security, it creates a layered defense system that is more difficult to breach. By following best practices and being mindful of online threats, remote workers can help to reduce the risk of data breaches and protect sensitive information. Additionally, a security conscious culture fosters open communication. If you suspect a phishing attempt or identify a security gap, you can share this information with your colleagues, helping to improve security for everyone. By cultivating a culture where security is everyone's responsibility,
organizations can better protect against emerging threats.
We are thrilled you have completed the cybersecurity course. Throughout this journey, you have gained the knowledge and tools to become a cybersecurity champion in the ever evolving digital landscape of remote work. You have identified potential threats, explored best practices, and equipped yourself to navigate the online world securely. Let's recap some of the key learnings you gained throughout this course. You have established a strong foundation in cybersecurity principles and their critical role in securing the remote work environment. You can now identify vulnerabilities in home networks, public Wi Fi connections, and personal devices. We have equipped you with the best practices for securing your home network, creating robust passwords, and implementing multi factor authentication for an extra layer of protection. You have also learned to recognize phishing attempts, social engineering tactics, and various malware threats. We explore strategies for secure collaboration tool use, sensitive data protection, and data privacy maintenance. And you also possess the knowledge to respond to security breaches and report suspicious activity effectively. Remember, cybersecurity is a continuous journey. The digital landscape is constantly changing and new threats can emerge unexpectedly. By staying informed, applying the best practices you have learned in this course, and maintaining vigilance, you can create a secure and productive remote work environment for yourself and your colleagues. We are confident that you are now well equipped to navigate the digital world of remote work securely. Utilize the knowledge you have gained to address any cybersecurity challenges you encounter and become a champion for a security first culture within your remote team. Congratulations again. We hope you found this course informative and engaging. However, your learning journey doesn't stop here. We highly recommend exploring these resources to further enhance your cybersecurity knowledge and stay updated on the latest threats. You can find the links in the downloadable resource section.